Yes, I think Buddhism can become complicated and can appear to go beyond what anyone would want to engage with, but it's almost like any discipline. It will have its specialized language that from an outsider's point of view you think, do I really need to know that? And then it's really a case of how keen you are on doing that thing. So if you want to learn to play the guitar, your guitar teacher could talk in terms of technicalities that are absurd for the beginner, whereas all you want to know is if you put your fingers by there and you run your other fingers down there, you get a sound. And you do that a few times and you start to get something that almost sounds like a song. So when you're beginning anything, that's what you want. Your riding teacher says, sit on the horse. They won't necessarily engage you with the names of all the different belts, buckles, straps and bindings that exist on the horse. They're just getting you started, and then if you become an enthusiast in that, you'll want to learn more.
Well, I remember when I first started reading Buddhist books on Tibetan Buddhism, I couldn't believe that they really said these words, like what's for Chen Rezi, and nobody can possibly speak like this, and I used to just skim over all those words, and which is probably why my Tibetan's so bad. But it doesn't actually have to be that complicated. Silent sitting is very simple, very basic, very easy to understand the principle and function of that practice.
Yes, and then anything else, any other areas of exploration that particularly take your fancy, you can go into them. I think it's actually quite liberating to know that Buddhism is far too big for one person to master it all. Once you know that the scope of Buddhism is so huge, you're not going to master it all, you then understand that it's a set of methods, it's a set of practices, it's an environment of practice where you do what is appropriate, and if you have a teacher, you act under your teacher's guidance and instruction to use the methods that you need, rather than trying to master an entire field of possibilities.